It's September 2024. Weather's getting better. Holidays right around the corner. Everyone's in a better mood. College football's on. Week 3. Your boy hits up the group chat telling you to flip on Notre Dame, where Northern Illinois has them by the goods. Notre Dame one last shot to win this thing. Field goal is blocked at the line of scrimmage.
And the Huskies are celebrating the biggest upset in their school's history.
Fast forward 1 week. Some kid is standing in the backfield like Michael Myers, averaging a first down on every carry and performing like the best running back since Derrick Henry is breaking another
tackle with that stiff arm, takes a little stutter step, picks up a first down, cuts it back inside. Ashton Jeanty trying to turn on the gas, spinning into the end zone. My goodness, are you serious?
Another week goes by. This time, it's an SEC all-timer. A 17-year-old phenom goes deep, wins the 1v2 against two juggernaut DBs for the go-ahead touchdown against the Bulldogs late in the fourth quarter.
Right now, and they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams, still spinning free. Touchdown Alabama, they answer in one play. 75 yards for the 17-year-old. Are you kidding us?
The end of December is approaching. Heisman is settled. 12-team playoff is set. Holidays are over, so you finally get some free time to just sit down and watch some football. Texas-Arizona State comes on. First thing you see is a wrecking ball named Cam Scadaboo bulldozing his way down the field, trying to lead a comeback only Kirk Cousins could dream of. Only to fall short in double overtime. A week goes by. Texas-Ohio State. This time it's different. Late in the fourth quarter, Texas is approaching the red zone. It's a one-score game. Ball snaps. Pressure comes. Sawyer knocks it out.
Quinn Ewers, fresh off the 4th and 13. Jack Sawyer, give me that! Strip set from Jack! He scoops, he runs! Jack Sawyer, touchdown!
National title game is here. Match is set. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Did you think the nightmare of 2024 was over? I got 3 words. Third and Jeremiah.
Shift by the Notre Dame D-line. He'll throw it. He's going for it. Jeremiah Smith one-on-one. Game, set, match. Whenever you needed it, you got it. Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith. Biggest play of the game.
As a Buckeye fan, you're on top of the world. The gauntlet was completed. The trophy has been earned. National champions. A month ago, you wanted to crucify your head coach. Tonight, you want to kiss him on the lips. Will Howard bleeds scarlet and gray. Jack Sawyer, Ibuka, Henderson, JTT, they'll all bleed scarlet and gray. They're all college football champions. But now it's over. And what a ride that was. First 12-team playoff complete. No team was left unpunished. The reality of looking ahead, seeing no more college football for the next 7 months, is enough to make a grown man cry. 7 months of a weekly rotation without the greatest sport on earth. 7 months of correctly scheduled weddings. But now the days chip away one at a time. 6 months. 5 months. 4. 3. 2. 1 month. Then 1 week. Then 1 day. 1 day until you wake up and go to bed with the same pair of clothes on. 1 day until the what honeys are actually excusable. 1 day until you're 6 inches from the screen, watching North Texas throw up a Hail Mary to save your 5-leg parlay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 day until college football is back. Victory formation is back. Welcome into the program, folks. I'm Brandon, along here with my co-hosts Troy and Jake. Tonight, we're getting back into the swing of things. With everything you'll want to know for this upcoming college football season, from AP poll talks to our own top 15s to way too early Heisman candidates and dark horses and more. Stick around, you might just learn you something right here on Victory Formation Talk Show. How we doing, boys?
Right.
Living the
Great.
life. Living the life. We have no complaints
Sweet.
over here.
Excited to be back.
Ready for football.
Yeah, college football. Best thing America produces.
We're
in
back.
college.
Couple days away, baby.
We're back.
All right, before we get into much, let's just go over our schedule and what our plan is. Friday mornings, we're going to have our Into the Trenches podcast released, or Into the Trenches segment released, which is about like the upcoming games of the weekend, upset watches, good our top matchups of the weekend, and just all your betting needs. If you're a sports bettor, you'll want to listen in on those. Monday mornings will be our recaps of the weekend, what happened, what went down, our ranking shifts, and all that good stuff. So that's what our schedule is looking like for this season. Special guests, I'm not really sure if we'll have any special guests this season or not, but I guess that'll be something we talk about at a later date. You'll just have to stick around and find out. Preseason updates. Let's start with transfer portal here.
Transfer portal was wild as we expected, most certainly. I think a couple big names right off the top is John Mateer, going from Washington State to Oklahoma. Probably the biggest one. It's going to make the biggest impact as long as the sports betting allegations stay away.
Jeez, dude.
Very true.
I mean, there's a couple things as a NCAA athlete that you don't do. And one of them is label your Venmo transactions as sports bettings on college football if you're a college football athlete. But unfortunately he did, and we'll see where that goes. But he's going to make a huge impact if he can play right away.
It almost seemed like a joke. Like, you know how you like blatantly say things as like a joke sometimes?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you had the Arch Manning stuff. That was pretty interesting on Venmo as well.
Yeah, it was.
But
sure.
not as serious as John Mateer. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to blow over. Nothing crazy. He came out with a little note from his Apple Notes. A little screenshot, sent it out there. So that smoothed everything over, obviously.
Yeah, totally. That just brought
The old
it
note,
to a
the old
close.
notes app screenshot.
Next, we're looking at Carson Beck for my number 2 as most important transfer, going from Georgia to Miami U. Got a lot of money on the transfer and a breakup on the way, so that was very interesting.
Yeah.
But, Carson Beck, he can be a baller, but you can always expect a turnover or two, so we'll see where that takes that team.
Yeah. Who do you have as 3? I'm curious on this.
Fernando Mendoza.
Very good. That's the factual answer, not
Yes.
the opinion.
Yes. Cal to Indiana. You get to see him with that, the new polished and hot Indiana team. So we'll see where that goes. They played really well with Rourke last year as their transfer quarterback from Ohio.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they can keep that train rolling.
That RPO style might be good for him. I think they're going to be successful. I think that Indiana team might be a little... It won't be a layup, that's for sure. I won't say they're going to be good, but you can't look past them.
The AP says they're going to be good.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's what we'll talk about next, is the AP. that latest and greatest.
Latest and greatest.
Number 4. I'm just going to say the first name. I got Nico going from Tennessee over to UCLA.
Yeah.
He was a big-time player last year. I can only see him, his role is going to increase with UCLA. He's not going to have the weapons. So it's going to be very important for him to play as well as he did at Tennessee, if not better, for them to, make a little run at something here.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me, this is maybe a little questionable. Zachariah Branch going from USC over to Georgia.
Yeah.
He is a playmaker at every position you put him at. And Georgia needed a wide receiver with potential to make a big play so badly last year. They got their guy. I mean, he is lightning in a bottle, Ted Ginn-ish type of player.
Yeah. I can't disagree.
So,
just seeing him come out of high school, I remember him. He was like a massive get for USC.
Almost a Buckeye.
High school. Almost a Buckeye.
Yeah.
It was talked about on Twitter, pranked us a little bit.
Yep. But his brother Zion went to USC. He went and followed him.
Yeah.
But he's going to Georgia, another big time program. See how it goes.
We'll see if they've got somebody to throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Oof. That's a question mark.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of people are going to know his name this year. just because
he's good.
he wasn't utilized as well on that USC team, even though Lincoln Riley's a good offensive coach, but they're going to find out.
Yep.
Number 6, I have Nick Anderson, wide receiver from Oklahoma, going over to LSU. And you know those LSU wide receivers, how much of impact they can make on a game. Just add another dynamic for Nussmeier. I think this is a big get for them. Tall, fast, can do everything on the field. So it'll be very interesting to see how well he flourishes over there at LSU.
Yeah. Very true.
Number 7, Dylan Thieneman, the safety from Purdue going over to Oregon. Very sought-after transfer, was one of the best players in the Big Ten last year. Not talked about much because he's on Purdue, but he is a playmaker at the safety position, all over the field, comes up, makes tackles. Going to be deadly in that Oregon defense, just along with all the other weapons they have over there.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep.
Number 8 is another guy from Purdue. This time he's going to Ohio State, Max Clare, tight end.
Yep.
As someone who probably studies the Buckeyes more than any other team, this is going to be a surprising weapon for most people that don't know him. He made a big name for himself last year, but now he's going into an offense with above-average quarterback, at least, I would say. And then you have one of the best receiving cores, a young running back group that's going to be good. James People is going to be okay. But you add in the dynamic of a pure receiving tight end, it's going to be a lot of mismatches when you have double, triple coverage. Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, Mylan Graham, all playmakers on the outside. You add him on the middle along with Giovanni Thurman. It's going to be a deadly weapon for the Buckeyes going down the stretch, especially with injuries piling up at the end of the season, possibly.
And just to kind of add on to that, young quarterbacks usually look for their tight end the most, I would say. So that's probably going to be his weapon of choice to come this season. And I'm sure a lot of teams
besides Jeremiah Smith, that's probably going to be my weapon of choice if I have one to pick.
Well, his bailout weapon of choice. If he looks down the field and sees 4 people on Jeremiah Smith, his next look's probably going to be Claire. So
yep.
Yeah.
It was just like a given. I didn't have to say it, Jake. I didn't think I had to put it into words.
Those two guys were the only good things that Purdue had last year. They were horrible, but those two players were pretty good.
It's a big loss for
bright
them.
Spot last year.
Big loss.
Yeah.
Number 9, I have Mansour Delane from Virginia Tech going over to LSU. D-back. He was highly sought after the last couple years. Great guy in the secondary. Again, going to LSU that just breeds defensive backs. So I think it's a good transition for him. LSU is going to be a little scary this year, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are ready for them.
Yeah.
And then number 10, I have Darian Mensah, the Tulane quarterback, going over to Duke.
Yep.
He actually came in last year as a freshman, looking at third-string role, works his way up to starter, took the show by storm. And now is going to go to Duke. I expect the same thing. Athletic, can move, can run, can throw. It'll be interesting to see what his dynamic can bring for them.
Yep. Does that round out the transfer portal?
Yes, the highlights of the portal, yes.
I just got one more to add. Kevin Conception going to Texas A&M. That's going to be a pretty big weapon for them boys down south.
Going from NC State, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, he has 2 years to develop there, and I think he can make a pretty big impact for that Texas A&M offense this year. So that's just another one to watch out for. Troy, you got anyone else on your radar?
I'll add one. I'll add one too. Yeah, Justice Haynes, the running back from Alabama to Michigan. I think that's going to be big for them. Adding him and Jordan Marshall in the backfield will be good. So had to get one in there for Michigan, but I actually do like him. I think he'll be good.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be a great dynamic back there for him. Real quick, I do want to hit on coaching changes before we get into anything else. We'll do the transfer portal for coaches, basically. Belichick to UNC. Everyone's kind of wondering how that's going to go.
Jeez.
Scott Frost now has a job at Central Florida. A little different from the Big Red of Nebraska. Yeah. BGSU, maybe the biggest hire of the year. Eddie George, the 2-time Heisman, is going to coach the Falcons. Hey, Ziggy.
Just missed out.
Frank Reich going over to Stanford. We have Rich Rodriguez going to WVU. Hartline and Matt Patricia go to the coordinators at OSU. And Knowles goes over to Penn State.
Big one. Big get for them.
Crazy.
Huge.
Crazy.
Get. Defending national champ, the Cord. Can he go back to back? Ooh. How crazy. How crazy.
That's not that much of a hot take.
No, it isn't. It's just funny to think about. Like, think about him being back-to-back national champs, 2 different teams.
Yeah.
2 different defenses.
And Tom Allen to Clemson. I feel like obviously that's Knowles going to Penn State, but Tom Allen, I think that'll be a good addition for Clemson. They're going to be pretty good this year too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they're going to be really good.
Deadly. I want to hit on Belichick real quick. They sold out for their crowd week 1 for Belichick, baby, against TCU.
It'd be hard not to if you're a UNC fan.
Yeah. It's a night game. That kind of helped.
Jeez.
They kind of got like a schedule lottery, UNC. Like they kind of hit the schedule lottery. Week 1, they go up against TCU at home, night game. Let's see what else. They got Clemson. That's probably their only like crazy matchup they have this whole season, besides for like at Syracuse. Other than that, I don't see them like missing out on a ton of chances to win a lot of games. Like I think they could win 7, 8, or 9 games on their first season with Belichick. So he's kind of got a layup for his first season. You know, you lose against Clemson, who's going to be a top 5, 10 team all year, and then you go to Syracuse, who always is tough at Syracuse. Throw in another loss here or there, they could win 8 games. They could be 8-4 with Belichick first year, and all he knows how to do is win. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Expectations low.
He's gonna bring a lot of hype. That's for sure. A lot of hype around that.
Yeah. That's all. I just had to throw in a little bit for Belichick there.
We can talk about his girlfriend if you want.
I don't know much about her.
Oh gosh.
About her. All right, let's go to injuries to start this season. Not really to start. Preseason injuries. It's inevitable. You can't dodge it. There's always going to be some teams or, here and there that get penalized for this, for being too aggressive in preseason practice and fall practice. But Texas Tech is the first one I want to hit on. Quentin Joyner tore his ACL. That's their running back. Days before their highly anticipated start for the Red Raiders down south. Texas Tech's supposed to be a kind of a sleeper team this year. Next one I want to hit on for Troy. Sorry. Offensive line, Andrew Babaloa, season-ending injury.
Yeah.
That's a massive blow to that offensive line there in Michigan.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yep. That one hurts.
Jam Miller is week to week now. That is Alabama's starting running back. He's supposed to be an absolute stud this year. So he's considered week to week. I think he had a collarbone or shoulder injury. I think it was dislocated. I don't think he'll need surgery, but that one also could sting a little bit for Alabama. That's really all I have for injuries. Nothing else too crazy as of right now. Another fun fact before we get into the AP poll, Akron is already ineligible to go bowling.
Oh man.
They did not reach the academic standards for last year's season, so they are.
Jeez.
Being from Ohio, you're probably not too surprised that Akron didn't make their APR score for last year's season, so they are ineligible for a bowl game.
Jeez.
Not much chance they'll make a bowl game this year, but I just had to throw that one in there. That one cracked me up. Finding that one out, that one cracked me up.
You'd think you can only do
That
so
is
many
funny.
things wrong as a program,
Right.
and then they still leave you surprised.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
All right. AP poll. You want to go down the list, Jake or Troy? Kind of want to just hit
Go
on-
ahead, Troy.
I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, number 1 AP poll got Texas Longhorns. Number 2 Penn State. 3 Ohio State. 4 we got Clemson. 5 is Georgia. 6 Notre Dame. 7 Oregon. 8 Bama. 9 LSU. 10 Miami. You guys want me to just stop at 10, or you want me to
All
keep
right.
going all the way through?
Yeah. Let's go through these 10 first. So, do we have any argument against Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia? in
Yes.
the top 5? You do?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I do,
1,000,000% yes.
Let's hear it. Let's hear them.
Go ahead, Troy.
Okay, I'll start. It is unbelievable to me that Penn State's going to be ranked higher than Ohio State. I understand, like, on paper they should be good, but, like, at some point, like, shouldn't they have to, beat a good team to, like, get this high of a ranking? I mean, it's unbelievable. Ohio State's a defending national champ, like, bringing back a lot of key pieces from that team. Like, I do not understand how Penn State is ranked ahead of Ohio State. That's my first one for sure. That drives me absolutely insane. But
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys could agree with that as Ohio State fans, hopefully. But
No, I disagree.
you disagree?
Yep.
Huh.
Dang,
Wow.
dude. I
So-
don't know, man.
Surprising.
I want to go back to the last 2 years. 2 years ago, Michigan won it. What was their recipe? Everybody's coming back. Everybody's a mature football player. They've been in the system. They know what to expect. They've been in big games. Yes, they lost big games, but they've been in them. They have home field advantage almost everywhere they go, except for a couple. All right, and then we go to Ohio State last year.
Yeah.
What do they have? Everybody's coming back. Everybody's been in big games. Everybody's done this. Everybody's done that. Oh, wait. What happened with Penn State this year? Everybody but Abdul Carter's coming back.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming back. You got your Heisman hopeful quarterback. You got your running backs coming back. You got your receivers who didn't really even do a whole lot for you. I'm sorry, they're missing Tyler Warren too. But you have so many key pieces coming back, plus a great D coordinator coming. I would have them in Texas as my 1 and 2, and the most likely to make the national championship.
But, Jake, this isn't
Wow.
a video game. You don't just
That
you
is
don't just
risky, dude.
transfer over your roster and magically, your limitation, your floor is automatically better than last year. I'm not.
It
Also,
is.
James,
I'm playing devil's advocate
we-
here.
are we
That's what
forgetting
we
that?
think,
Are we
but-
forgetting? Are we forgetting that James Franklin is the coach of this team, Jake?
What, did we lose Troy? What'd you say, Troy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Gotcha now.
I said, are we forgetting that James Franklin is the coach of this team? Jake?
Hey, Jimmy Franks won a game in the playoff last year.
Oh my
can't-
gosh, against
Yeah, to be on
Boise.
Troy's side, you can't argue for Knowles and not argue against Franklin. You can't say, "Oh,
Listen,
Knowles won a
sooner or
championship.
later-
We're bringing him in," and then ignore your head coach situation.
Sooner or later, the blind squirrel finds a nut, okay? He's going to have to find a couple of them, but you find one.
Yeah, I think this is the last chance he has to find him. So he
This is
better
the
hurry
best
up.
team he'll...
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is one of the best teams he might ever be able to assemble. So, yes, this is chanced.
this is the best team he will have and has. So
Did you guys by chance see
So
that
I have
clip?
Texas 1 and 2.
Which one?
Can you guys? For some reason it was. I don't know if you guys heard me. Did you see that clip of them? Like I know they talk a lot about the wide receivers at Penn State and whatnot. They got a couple guys, but did you see that video that somebody posted of them like running those bubble screens? Like it was like kind of they were making fun of them being like the same old Penn State team because like they can't throw the ball vertically. I thought that was so funny. They were like practicing bubble screens. It was hilarious. It was very funny.
And the biggest thing for them, and I'll touch on this a little later, is going to be Drew Allar. Everyone thinks he's so good, and I think he's a very good, talented player. But he could panic and make awful decisions.
Yeah, I mean,
So the engine of that team is going to be him. If he plays up to his potential, they're going to be really, really good.
On paper, they're insane, dude. You go down the list on their offense, it's like it never ends. They got this, they got that, they got this. They brought in 3 transfer wide receivers. 2 of them had 1,000-yard seasons last year. 2 of them had 10 touchdown seasons last year. You know, they got their tight end. They're not losing out from Tyler Warren not being there last year. They got Dinkins coming in, who's 6'4", 250. If you think he's going to be any less of a, you know, at least a run block for possibly the best duo combination in the league, you know, they're not gonna miss out on Tyler Warren when you bring in 3 wide receivers who are legit, and then you got a backfield that's like Ohio State backfield last year. Like,
I mean, and 2 years ago, the Michigan backfield.
On paper. Yeah, 2 years
Orman
ago.
Edwards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same recipe, and that's what they modeled their whole roster after.
Yeah. And you look 2 years ago, what did Michigan do?
Yeah,
won a championship.
for sure.
Last year, Ohio State, best running back duo in the nation, won a championship. Penn State looks insane on paper, dude. It's almost kind of scary.
They do.
We have them at home.
They do look good.
Yeah,
for sure.
And one more thing I disagree with, top 5. I have Clemson at 3.
Clemson at 3. Really?
Who wins football games for you?
Scoring. Touchdowns.
Quarterbacks.
Quarterback.
And the offensive line.
Developed, Klubnik is better than Stockton and Sayan, definitely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
He had a great year last year. He's going to be super, super talented. They got a lot of guys coming back. You know, Dabo's obviously one of the best coaches in the league. I'm going to have them at 3, and then I'm going to put OSU at 4. Just because I don't know about Sayan yet. I mean...
That's fair.
You never know what's going to happen there, so...
That's fair.
So you have Georgia at 5?
Yep.
Okay. I was just reassuring that. Another thing that a lot of people aren't talking about is Ohio State's coaching situation for basically everything.
It's all brand new.
Hartline's moving to OC. How's that going to turn out? No, I'm not saying it's a question. It's not like a guaranteed weakness, but it's a question that we have to talk about. You know, is he going to be?
Yeah.
How's he going to turn out this year? You know.
The one good thing about him being a new OC at Ohio State is he's under Ryan Day. It is Ryan Day's offense.
Yeah.
So the offense isn't going to change a whole lot. It's just going to be the play calling at certain times is going to be different than what Chip Kelly did last year.
Yeah.
Could be.
But I'm going to assume Hartline's been around enough football to know what the hell play to call.
Yeah.
Throw it to number 4. Throw it to number 4.
Oh, number 4 single coverage?
Away.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Georgia 5. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I got Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia in my 3 to 5. So honestly, you could. No.
1 to 4, you could interchange any of them, and I'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
Texas has to stay at 2, though, if they drop.
Yeah. All right, 6 through 10. Notre Dame over Bama.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have LSU at 7.
LSU at 7.
Did you guys watch the SEC Netflix documentary?
No, but I
Haven't
want
finished
to.
It is LSU's year to go win it. They have a lot to prove. If they don't, it's going to be very questionable for Chip Kelly. They have Nussmeier, the Heisman hopeful. They have all of the transfers in that's defensively and offensively. They're keeping a lot of guys. They're going to be scary. Their schedule's tough, of course.
Yeah.
But I have them at 7, especially, without a doubt in my mind.
He's going to be talked about all year, or good or bad. It's either going to be Kelly.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly,
It's either going to be Kelly's the man, he deserves that, he's the guy, or vice versa. Why is he here?
You're fired.
He's a fraud. Yeah, it's one or the other. He's going to be talked about regardless.
Yep.
Nussmeier, adding some weapons to their offense. They got to start out hot. That's the biggest thing, because they have a tough schedule starting September through to middle of October. They're at Clemson. Then they got a break with Louisiana Tech. Then they got Florida, who's no layup.
Yeah.
Then they go to Ole Miss. Then they got Carolina. And then they go to Vanderbilt, which Vanderbilt is by no means a layup either. So they got to come out hot. They got to win at least 5 of those games, I say. 5.
Yep.
They got to be 5-1 going into November, or the start of November. So I guess we'll see. I like LSU.
Agreed.
If you took 7 through 12 and threw them up and tossed them and organized them in any fashion, I probably wouldn't disagree with how they ended up, honestly. So these next 5 to 7 teams I think are pretty close. All right.
Agreed.
8.
I'm with you.
So we have LSU 7.
Mm-hmm.
8. You have Bama.
No. Yep.
Yep. I like Bama this year. I think let me think. Bama. I just had a brain fart. Ty Simpson.
Ty
Simpson.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good for them.
The sole reason I have Bama over Oregon is because I believe in Ty Simpson way more than Dante Moore.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just from what we've seen
that's for
from
sure.
Dante Moore, hasn't been that impressive. So
No, and he's in the quarterback battle right now. They haven't even picked him yet, I don't think.
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
So, I really wish Jam Miller would be healthy for the start of the season, just because he needs to get out there and get some decent reps in to start.
Yep.
Come out hot, but it is what it is. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll save his legs for the rest of the year. They're only playing cupcakes.
Yeah. They go to Georgia, to Carolina, and then they go to Auburn. And the rest of them, I mean, they got LSU and Oklahoma at some point, but those are both home games. So, 8-4,
So
9-3,
this is a big-
it's
a big
for them.
Big year for Kellen DeBoer for sure. Big year.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, big year. 9, you have Oregon, Jake.
Yep.
Troy, how do you feel about Oregon at 9?
Yeah, I had them 7, and then I had LSU 8, Bama 9. But to Jake's point about Dante Moore, I definitely I didn't really consider that, and I think that's honestly going to be a big one. Now, granted, you look at what Oregon did with Bo Nix. He was not very good at Auburn, and Will Stein and those guys kind of revamped his career. So maybe they do something like that. But I would not disagree with Oregon being at 9, just with the uncertainty at quarterback for sure.
Yeah. I think that, like, 6 through 12 or 7, whatever it was, 5, 6 teams are pretty much interchangeable any direction.
Definitely.
All right, 10. This one, I think, obviously, it could be interchanged with a couple teams. I have South Carolina as 10 over Miami.
The only reason I don't is Miami's schedule.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Miami's schedule.
Give me the Gamecocks. Let's go.
Compared to South Carolina's is drastically easier.
It's so much easier, yeah.
For those
They
who
play
are
Notre
listening,
Dame, and that's it.
I have my Cox shirt on. So if you are listening, just picture me wearing the Cox shirt because I got them in
The Gamecocks.
Come on, Lenore Sellers, dark horse Heisman.
Facts.
Lenore Sellers.
I mean, listen to South Carolina's schedule. You got VTech, and then a cupcake. Then they play Vandy, then they're at Missouri, play Kentucky, at LSU, home against Oklahoma, home against Bama, at Ole Miss, at Texas A&M, versus Coastal Carolina, and then versus Clemson.
Brutal.
That is a
dude.
tough schedule. And
That
if you
is
look at Miami's, Miami has Notre Dame. They don't play anybody until they play Florida. And they don't play anybody again until they play VTech at the end of the year. They play SMU too. But the names aren't even close to where South Carolina's schedule is. But I do have South Carolina at 11.
I think South Carolina could be the first 9-3 team to make the playoff. And
Depends on
again,
what games they lose, but yes.
I think their ceiling is probably 10-2.
Yeah.
With a loss to Bama and a loss to Clemson. You know, I think those are probably going to be their two games, or LSU. You could change Bama or LSU. They got to win one of those. That's it.
Or at
To
Ole
prep
Miss
themselves.
or at Texas A&M.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I think their very best outcome, their ceiling, is probably losing to Clemson and losing to an in-conference opponent.
Yeah, I agreed.
So,
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think their floor, that's the thing. Their floor is probably 8-4, 7-5. They gotta
7-5.
They can't be the Florida State of this year. Can't have all this hype behind them and be 2-3 games under their floor. So I'm really hoping they come out on top. Their wide receiver room's probably their biggest question. They have a young depth chart there. Lenore Sellers' brother is actually a wide receiver for them, but he's a freshman this year. Yeah, I think if I'm right, Lenore's dark horse Heisman. He comes in with a lot more QB awareness than he had last year. You know, we saw in the Ole Miss game. That was kind of... We attended that Ole Miss game, and that was the worst game by far they played last year. It was
that was
not
not
even close.
Yeah.
The worst game they played all year. Defense is returning with a couple fresh additions to linebacker. I don't think by any means this team... I don't see them being outside the top 15 at any point, even with a loss. So they got to come out hot, stay hot into those SEC games. So that's why I have it at 10 over Miami.
Yeah.
So South Carolina, Miami, 10 and 11, depending on what we have. What do you have for 12?
I have Michigan. Michigan's kind of got
Michigan. Wow, I do not have them 12.
They kind of have a easier schedule this year. I think I see their ceiling as 10-2, floor 8-4, 9-3. I think they win at least 8 games. If I don't know what the over/under is on Sportsbet or on FanDuel. If it's 7.5, I'm logging on right now.
So it's got to be over.
I would say probably over that.
I think absolute floor is 8-4. I think that's a good season for a young offensive line, for a fresh QB who's supposed to be a monster. Running back room's updated. It's going to be even more gross next year. So obviously Michigan's playing for next year and this year, I'd say. Like they're preparing this year's team for next year, I would say. Getting Bryce Underwood, you know, some game time and looking into next year as their year again. So that's why I have them at 12. I think they could. I think their only two losses could be Ohio State and Oklahoma, and they're at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So who do you guys
You
have
like?
at
They're
12?
You
over
like?
under.
Go ahead, Jake. What were you gonna say?
So they're plus 140 for 10 wins. So the
Plus
over under
140.
is sitting between 8.5, 9.5.
Okay, that's yeah. I guess we're on the same page. FanDuel and me, or FanDuel and I.
8 plus regular. It's 9.5. 8 plus regular season wins is minus 420.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yep,
10,
I agree.
9-10 wins.
Brandon, do you like Michigan more than Illinois?
I do. I think I don't even have Illinois in my top 15, but
I have Illinois at 12 and Michigan
I
at
had-
15.
I had Illinois at 12 as well.
I don't
They
disagree.
have everyone coming back.
Yeah, they brought everybody
I
back.
see Illinois as a team who does the absolute minimum to win. And what's the main goal in football? Is to win. So I can't disagree with y'all. Like, Illinois is going to be good this year. They're going to win games.
They are.
They got a decent experienced roster, so I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a pretty good chance that they could be undefeated going into Ohio State Week 7, Illinois. I mean, they play at Indiana, which we'll see how good Indiana is. They play at Duke. I mean, I think they should win that game, and then home against USC. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that Illinois is going to be decent. Brett Bielema's kind of been building a pretty good thing there the last couple of years. I had them at 12 as well as Jake.
Yeah. No disagreement there with that. 13. Who
Michigan.
do y'all have? Michigan? Troy?
I had Florida.
Florida?
I had Florida. I didn't
at
have
13.
I didn't have Michigan in the top 15 if I'm being honest. Like I think they're young, like in some spots. So, but yeah, I had Florida at 13.
I have Florida at 14.
I want to believe in Florida, but DJ Lagway has to stay healthy. That's literally like the biggest thing for them. He's got to stay healthy. He's had injury problems in the past, so he's got to stay healthy for them to. I see them being in that group we talk about at the end of the season for the 10th through 12th position in the playoffs. I see them in that group, like 10-2, 9-3. Who are we throwing in there? I see them falling into that category.
Yeah.
14.
I had Florida.
Florida.
I have Arizona State.
I have Arizona State as well. I think Sam Leavitt. How do you say it?
Love it.
I think I
Yeah,
love it.
love it.
Leavitt. Stud. Long shot for the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Having Heisman and Leavitt in the same sentence isn't the craziest thing in the world to me. So
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be good for them.
Yeah. Kenny Dillingham's a rock star too, man. He's good. Good coach.
He is. He is.
Yep.
15, I have Kansas State.
Same.
Oklahoma.
Mm.
Nope, not sold yet.
I think John Mateer could be another top 3, top 5 Heisman finalist at the end of the season.
They have to make their footing in the SEC before I can say they're a top 15 team. Because it wasn't pretty last year.
No.
We see them go 6-7 last year. Yeah, I understand that, but 3 years ago they went 6-7, bounced back, had a 10-2 year. Granted, they're still.
Well, that was
in the Big
against
12,
the Big 12.
But yeah, I'm just saying. I think they have a bounce back year. I think Oklahoma could be.
What's your over under for them? Wins.
I have them winning absolute ceiling 9-3. I think they lose to Texas on the neutral site for the Red River Showdown. at Carolina, and at Bama. I think those are their 3 guaranteed losses this year. Their floor, probably 6-6. They probably lose at Tennessee, Ole Miss, LSU, maybe even Michigan. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
6-6 would be the floor again for them. Is that a good year for the Sooner fans? That probably doesn't
I would
cut
say
it.
probably not.
Yeah.
Over
I'd say
under 7.5.
the good thing is you'll find out pretty early with that Michigan game how good they're going to be. I think like that'll kind of
Correct.
tell a lot about what they're going to do.
It's going to tell a lot about both teams.
Yep, for sure.
Well, good matchup. That'll definitely be
Yep.
on our radar for one of the top games of that weekend.
All right. Moving on to Heisman.
Sure. Let's do it.
Love it.
Let's get it. Brandon, I want you to list your top 5.
Yeah, Brandon,
My
let's hear it.
top 5. My top 5 Heisman. I'm probably going to do... I didn't actually have a list, but I'm going to make my list right now. Let's do... Do you want me to go top to bottom? Bottom to top?
Top to
Go
bottom.
go 5 to
1,
go
2,
go
3,
5 to
4,
1.
5 to
Go
1.
5 to 1. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's hear it from I want some suspense. I want the suspense.
All right. 5. Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, man. I would have him higher, but okay.
The only reason I don't have him higher, one,
It's fair
wide
enough. I know what
receiver,
you're going to say.
two, young
Quarterback.
quarterback throwing to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the
That's
only
fair.
2 reasons I don't have him in the finalists.
That's fair.
4, Jeremiah Love. I think probably the best running back in the country. I think
Would
he's
agree.
I think
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be gross this year. I think Notre Dame is going to be absolutely disgusting.
He's
him
going to be
on
gross
offense.
if they don't stack 10 in the box every play.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because they
And
don't have
they
a
have-
quarterback that can throw.
Yeah, they have a young quarterback, CJ Carr, so it'll be interesting to see what yeah, for sure.
Just
Game plan
announced
is
him
against
winning
them.
that. That was a QB battle until about 48 hours ago. So,
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Yeah. 3. Let's see. 3, I have... Let's do... Hmm. 3, I'm going to do... Lenore Sellers. I think he's going to be in the finalist. I think he's going to make it to New York. I think he's going to do great things this year with the Gamecocks and Beamer down south, where I come from recently. I like him this year. I think he's going to be. I think he's a great dual threat. I think he can run. I think he's going to have better awareness, like I said earlier. Number 2. Arch Manning. Number 2, Arch Manning.
Mm.
Now, here's something I want to talk about earlier. To be the Associated Press poll number 1 quarterback for Texas Longhorns, you got to be pretty good, all right? You got to be undisputed number 1 quarterback for that team. No question. You got to be good. And AP poll thinks he's good. Do I see him Heisman winner? Probably not. But does that make him a bust if he doesn't win the Heisman? No. I think he'll be in the top 3. I don't think he's gonna win it. So number 1. Who do you think I'm gonna say, Jake? I said him like
You better
5
be
minutes ago.
Klubnik. If not, your
I-
whole
the-
list is...
Yeah.
Mateer. Give me Mateer.
What?
John
What?
Mateer, baby.
What?
Give me
Stop
Mateer as
it.
number 1. Mateer's winning Dark Horse Heisman.
Bro,
You better put
that's
some money on it.
That's
I
Put your
crazy.
will.
money where your mouth is, because
I
that's
will.
about the dumbest thing I've heard all day.
You just wait. You just wait. Jake.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to donate money, you can just put it into my bank
Does
account.
the Heisman have to? Does the Heisman have to win? Does the Heisman have to go undefeated? No.
Damn
They
near. They
All right.
can't go 6-6.
They can go 8-4 though.
No, they can't.
What did we see last year? How many games did Colorado win? They didn't
Jaden,
go
I think Jaden
undefeated.
Daniels. What LSU win that year? They win 9 games, or were they 8 games?
I think
Yeah, I think they were 9-3.
Okay. Heisman don't got to win. Did
That is
No, they
true.
don't.
Lamar
That
Jackson
is
win?
true.
Did Lamar Jackson
That's
win?
a
No, he didn't win. So
Dude, that's
I'm
crazy.
not saying
That's
John
crazy.
Mateer is gonna win the
Crazy.
national championship, but I think he's.
He might not even play.
Yeah, he might be suspended.
Come on,
Oh my gosh.
come on, baby. John Mateer, Heisman winner.
All right, well, we
That's
can
crazy.
discard that list, everybody that's listening.
No,
Now to the real
That's
Heisman list.
crazy.
Wait, where was Ashton Johnties in last year's preseason Heisman list? Wasn't on the radar. Probably 150 over 1. Probably 200
I mean-
over 1.
Might have been more.
Okay, so what's the craziest thing you've heard in the last 5 minutes?
That.
Last 5 minutes. That's probably the craziest thing you've heard in the last 5 minutes. What's the craziest thing
Yeah,
you've heard
definitely.
in the last couple weeks? Not that.
It might be that.
No. All right, Jake.
All right.
What? Hey,
Let's
what's,
hear
no, hold
Heisman's.
on. Hold on. What's crazier, saying that he's going to win the Heisman or him Venmoing his buddy for sports betting? Which one's crazier?
Probably the sports betting thing, because you can only be so stupid in life and succeed.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel, he was about as dumb as they get. Look where he ended up.
Yeah.
Not an NFL quarterback, but
I mean,
Nice.
yeah, that's a
Nice.
good point. All right, my top 5, starting at 5. Nussmeier.
okay.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yep. 4. Drew Aller.
Oof.
How
Ugh.
about that?
Yeah.
Well, when you win 10 to 11 games and you're gonna have good stats, it's gonna be
Okay.
up there.
That'll get you in the conversation, for sure.
Yep. Number 3, Jeremiah Smith.
Okay.
Number 2, Arch Manning, and number 1, Cade Klubnik.
Cade Klubnik. Clemson Tiger. Really?
Yep.
Yep. My top
Yeah,
3 is the
decent
exact
team,
same.
Who do you have at 5
Top
and
three.
4?
Top 3 is the exact same. I will go Jeremiah Love 4, and I kind of like Nussmeier. I feel like, I mean, obviously quarterbacks are always going to get pushed. So I mean, if they have a good year, he'll be in the
Yeah.
top 5 for sure. So I'll go Nussmeier and then Jeremiah Love 4.
I like it.
So
Those are all
yeah.
good lists, besides John Mateer.
John Mateer
You just wait.
as
You just
John
wait.
Mateer as 1 is crazy.
You just wait. I'm gonna put money on it.
Lincoln Riley's not at Oklahoma anymore, my boy.
Don't worry. Venables got me.
Venables.
Venables got me.
The defense.
baby.
Mr. Blitz got you.
The defensive coach. Yeah, say the defensive coach.
That coach is a team that doesn't know how to tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. But
Tough.
Mateer's got nothing to do with that. So
That's true.
Mateer don't need to know how to tackle, because he ain't gonna throw any picks. All touchdowns, no picks, baby.
All touchdowns, no picks.
All right, let's go.
The first
Let's-
pass is going to be pick 6 on a screen route.
Yo, don't jinx him like that. Jakey Golf,
Hey.
Jakey sub 80. Whew, that was good. That was a good one.
That was a great round.
All right, Power 4 conference champs. What are we thinking? I'll start with the Big 12. Start with the college football mashup. You could say anyone, and I wouldn't disagree. Probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's like
I know. That's such a crazy conference.
It's like
Put their hat in name in a hat and pick it.
Yeah, literally. Throw them up. Grimm's chili, meatloaf.
I'm
Delicious.
going Iowa
Every
State or
direction.
Kansas State.
Iowa State or Kansas State. That's crazy, Jake. It's like you had my notes or something. Iowa State. Iowa State.
I'll throw a different one. I'll say Utah.
Utah. Troy, I'm glad you brought that up. It's like we disrespected Utah as a program.
Yeah, they had a down year last
10
year.
years, 8 to 10 years being a top 10 team, always being talked about for the top 4. Not talked about last year. Last year, down year. They just fall off the face of the earth. What happened? Whittingham didn't leave. Cam Rising wasn't the face of that program for the last 8 years. Wherever he went, he probably retired from
I think
work.
he did.
I think
he
he's old
medically
enough to
retired.
retire. Probably collecting his 401k because he's that old. Where's Utah? Why is no one talking about Utah? They're still good. They're still gonna be good this year.
Yeah, and their schedule is pretty easy.
I haven't looked at the schedule. Name some teams.
So they're at UCLA, home against Cal Poly, at Wyoming, home against Texas Tech, at West Virginia, and then they get Arizona State at home, at BYU, and then they're at Baylor, at Kansas. I mean, their schedule I think is pretty favorable for being in the Big 12.
A couple of their biggest games are home. Texas Tech home.
Our home, yeah. Their toughest game will
Arizona
probably be
State
at BYU is probably their toughest game.
At BYU, at Baylor, at Kansas. Those are probably the 3 toughest away games. Yeah. Kansas is no sleeper either.
No, they'll be better than last year. But yeah, no, I think I'll go Utah just to throw in a different team.
Yeah.
But I like Kansas. I like Kansas State and Iowa State. Both are pretty. I think both pretty good teams. So.
Jake, why do you like Iowa State?
I love Matt Campbell. First off,
He's the best.
Love
Go
him.
Raiders.
Love him.
Mount Union alum.
Yeah.
Love Rocco Beck.
Love him.
I mean, a mature quarterback coming back for him. Been in the offense for a while. That's my selling point with those guys.
Yeah.
I like Kansas State because I like Avery Johnson. They've always been a good program the last, however long I've been paying attention. KSU can run the ball, especially with Avery Johnson as a dual threat. They have a pretty solid offensive line coming back this year. It can be a little questionable. I know they're moving guys around here and there to see what spots are going to be best, but they do have a mature offensive line. It's just transfers and injuries last year. Those guys are coming back, or the new additions from the transfer. So it's going to be a little hit or miss to start maybe, but I think they're going to be pretty productive in the run game.
Yeah. I like it. I had Kansas State until I thought about Iowa State. I like Iowa State. Rocco Beck coming in.
Yeah.
He's not the flashiest player in college football, but he knows how to win. They did good last year. They got to start out. They got to start out good against their conference opponent, which is Kansas State.
In Dublin, Ireland. Let's go.
Yeah. Across the water there. 2 weeks later, non-conference game against Iowa. Good non-conference test for them. In-state rival. Then heading into November, they could easily be 6-1. Looking at games like BYU, they could be decent. Arizona State and Kansas, those are all home games too for them. So very favorable schedule for them. I see them 10-2 this year, possibly looking at a college football playoff appearance. So
Yeah. I think that I know that they lost a couple good receivers to the NFL, so that'll be the one question mark for Iowa State. But I think it's literally crazy. Mm-hmm. I think it's crazy to start the season with a conference game. I don't know if you guys agree with that. I think that's absolutely insane. But that's just me.
So
I hate
Ohio
it.
State did it a couple years ago. It was dumb.
Yeah, I remember that. I think they played, what was it, Indiana? Like, it's just
Indiana.
I don't know. I think that's so silly to start in a conference weekend.
Yeah.
But
make good for good week 0 game. Good for
great week 0 game
for us.
Definitely gonna be super fun to watch, but I just think it's weird. But
Yeah. All right. Big Ten. Let's go to the Big Ten.
Penn State.
Penn State. I think Penn State versus Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. I think Penn State gets the
bro,
win
if
well.
it's Penn State Ohio State in the championship game, Ohio State's winning that game, guys. Let's be real. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? So okay,
You don't have to do much
I'm
convincing
being
with
so
that one.
serious right now. Like Jake, do you think that Penn State's gonna go into Columbus and win?
I don't think they'll go into Columbus and win. They could go to neutral and win though.
I know, but if they don't win in the regular season, I don't know. If Ohio State's in the championship, it means that they probably won all their big games, and that means Julian Saint's really good. I guess if they match up in the championship, like Ohio State would be favored, I think.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
I think you're right, Troy. You convinced me.
I'm still going with Penn State. I'm not
If Penn
changing my
State's
mind.
gonna win against Ohio State. It's gonna be the first game with Jim Knowles' defense.
Right.
I think the second game Ohio State would probably take.
I mean, Jim Knowles went against Ohio State's offense the last 4 years every single day.
Yeah.
3 years, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't disagree with you guys' stuff on Penn State. I feel like at some point you gotta see it happen, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can do the same argument with Michigan a couple years ago. Like they had to kind of get over the hump, but like Penn State has hype every year. Like they've had hype every year for the last 6-7 years, and I don't know. So, but
Yeah.
they're definitely gonna be good. Like on paper, like you guys said, they're definitely gonna be tough. But I don't know.
Who
I
do you
like
think
Ohio
the
State.
sleeper-
I'm picking Ohio State.
Who's our sleeper in the Big Ten this year?
Illinois.
Illinois.
That's mine.
Yeah.
I like Nebraska.
Yeah, I think they'll be
Rule
sneaky
Rule.
too. Yeah.
Good things happen in threes with Rule.
Year 3,
Let's-
right?
Yeah, year 3 with Rule.
Yeah, that's true.
If history repeats itself, let's go over it. First year at Temple, 8-16 his first 2 years. Third year, 10-4. Owls were ranked for the first time since 1979. Under Rule.
That's honestly crazy for him to have done at Temple.
Yeah. Second stint of this, Baylor, 8-17 first 2 years. Third year, 11-3. 2 losses were to 4th-ranked Oklahoma by 1 score. 5th-ranked Georgia was the 3rd loss in the Sugar Bowl. Another great year for Baylor there under Rule for his 3rd year.
Yeah, that's before he went to Carolina, right?
Yeah. Nebraska, first 2 years, 12-13. Showed life last year. Talented quarterback. Jacoby Barney returns. Wide receiver with 2 stud transfers coming in. Dylan Raiola, how do you think he turns out this year? How do you think he turns out this year?
Above average.
Troy? Where'd Troy go? Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
Above
Sorry.
average.
No, you're good.
I don't think he's going to be fantastic, but he's going to be good.
You think we're gonna what was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought totally. Oh, the only question I have for Nebraska is if that defense can step up this year. They had a lot of loopholes last year in their defense.
Yeah.
So that's my sleeper for the Big Ten. Any other sleepers?
No, not right now.
No. Let's go to the ACC.
Nope.
ACC. Who do you
That's
think?
Clemson. No one's going to argue that.
Clemson.
Clemson? I was thinking like Florida State.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Clemson.
bad.
Clemson.
Brutal.
Any sleepers there?
No.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Maybe North
think of
Carolina?
anything.
I mean, North Carolina would be a sleeper, I feel like.
That would be a sleeper. That would be a sleeper for sure.
Yeah. Maybe Miami.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really say a sleeper, though. I mean,
Miami.
they're gonna be
Yeah.
in contention.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. SEC.
Texas.
Texas versus who, Jake?
Or LSU. Those are my two.
Texas versus LSU?
I'll go LSU.
Yep, you got it.
We got you. Yeah, I like Texas, LSU. I could see Georgia possibly being in the championship game. I think if anyone can bring a team to life, it's that coaching squad in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Or not Atlanta,
Yeah.
Athens. He trusted his O-line and his coaching staff with the O-line this year. They didn't really go out and get anyone for that offensive line. That was kind of like the big, they were good last year, but that was like the big question. Their big weakness was the offensive line. Yeah, I think they're gonna stay disciplined there, and those guys will figure it out for Georgia. Wide receiver could be a sneaky strength for Georgia this year too.
Could be. Yep.
All right, let's get into week 0. Kind of a slash into the trenches segment here real quick. Week 0, we got 5 games. Let's go over the first couple here. Not really go over them, but we're just going to say what and who's facing each other. Number 22 ranked Iowa State at number 17th ranked Kansas State. Kansas State's favored by 3. 12 o'clock kickoff.
It is in Dublin, Ireland, so it's a neutral site.
Oh, that's right. It's not at Kansas State.
Yep.
Kansas State's favored by 3.
Yep. I think my quick overview of this game is Kansas State can run the ball. Again, dual threat with Avery Johnson running point for him. LSU lost their top 2 receivers and had trouble running the ball last year, so it's going to be an interesting dynamic to see. Can they throw the ball again this year? Are they going to have to depend on the run game? Can they get it going? Being neutral field all the way overseas, ISU and KSU both have questions on O-line and receiver, but I think quarterback play is going to win it for them. Whichever quarterback plays better is going to win the game. I'm going with Avery Johnson because they can run the ball and get established. KSU -3 for me.
Okay, fair. I'm going to take Iowa State, starting off hot. They cover the 3. They win it outright. Money line, Iowa State. Troy?
No sports betting for me, obviously. So I will just pick the winner. I'm gonna go with Jake. I like Kansas State. I like them. I think they're gonna be good. I'll take them. I'll take them with the win.
Beautiful.
4 o'clock, we got Idaho State at UNLV. UNLV's favored by 26.5 now. Over under 65.
Dan Mullen's debut, huh?
Yeah. Yes, sir. 6:30, we have Fresno State at Kansas. Kansas favored by 12.5. Over under 49.5. Kansas, I'd say, takes that one pretty easily. Kansas, if Jalen Daniels can stay healthy this year, I think Kansas could be a sleeper.
Yeah.
And they get to play at their new stadium this year. Kind of fun. Kind of excited for them Jayhawks. 7 o'clock. Sam Houston versus Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky's favored by 10.5. Over under 60.5. Then the late game. Stanford. Reich, interim head coach there for Stanford. A little bit of coaching change after the Stanford head coach was allegedly accused of harassment. I'll just keep it at that.
Yeah.
They're at Hawaii, and Hawaii is favored by 2.5.
Yes, by 2.5.
I don't think I've ever looked at a college football weekend lineup and seen Hawaii favored in a football game. So that'll be interesting.
So with this game, last year Stanford was 1-5 on the road. New head coach with Frank Reich stepping in. Not a lot returning. Arrow Miner's gone. Their quarterback, who led the team in passing and rushing last year, is now gone. He transferred over to Auburn. I'm going to expect Hawaii to win this game and to cover the 2.5. I'm also going to expect all other favorites to win this week. I am going heavy on the favorites. You probably know how that typically goes. Week 0, probably none of them's going to work. But that's what I'm going this week.
Yeah, fair. Give me the Rainbow Warriors, 2.5.
I mean, I would love to see Stanford win because I love Andrew Luck, and he's the GM now, so I would love to see them win. But to Jake's point, with them being terrible on the road last year, lost a lot of pieces and an interim head coach going on the road. I'm going to go ahead and go with Hawaii as the favorite in that game.
I like it. All 3 Hawaii. Cool. Well, I think that wraps it up. First one in the books for the 2025 season. I think we're all pretty excited for this season.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
This is going to be a crazy year. No teams really kind of like separated themselves. I think the teams that do have separated themselves really haven't like proven that they can go on that 15-0, 16-0 run. So,
yeah.
I guess we'll see if anyone can do it this year.
I know. I'm pumped, dude.
I'm excited. Let's go.
Couple more days. We're home.
Yeah. Any fun facts? No fun facts this week?
No fun facts this week. We'll pick that up week 1.
Yeah, fair enough. My fun fact is that Akron won, how they're already ineligible to go bowling. So that was their fun fact of the day.
I like that. I like that.
All right,
oh, man.
Have a good weekend, and we'll catch y'all Monday morning. Let's get it.
Got it. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Peace out.